Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. If this is your first time visiting this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So I missed out last week. Yes, I know a lot of you were expecting a weekly market analysis, but unfortunately I couldn't come your way because it was a busy week for me. I had a very busy week of the market last week. All right, yes, there was a family event that I had to put my attention into. All right, yeah, so for that reason, for the whole of last week I was even off the chart. All right, including the weekend. The weekend was the D-Day, so I had to lay my tools down and then concentrate on the family event. And God being so good, everything has come to an end. All right, yes, we successfully had the program and everything gelled up as we were expecting, and so I'm now back onto the chat. All right, yeah, so if you're expecting the analysis and you didn't see it, there's a reason behind that. All right, but I should have informed you guys earlier, but I was very busy and things really caught up with me, so I couldn't even get a chance to make the announcement. But rather, I think at a late hour I made the announcement on my Telegram page, so you kindly forgive me for that. All right, yeah, so we are in the last week of the month of October. All right, yes, and one thing I would like to say is that the month of October, it wasn't really good enough. All right, yes, we just had the first week was good. If you were on my Telegram channel, you can testify to that. The first week was good, but after the first week of October, we haven't really get a very good market. All right, yes, and I think it's normal. All right, because October is the first month of the last quarter for the year. All right, yes, so basically the first month might be a month of accumulation, and so hopefully going into the month of November, I would want to see something better. All right, yes, I want to see something better, and for some time now, the month of November has been very good to me. All right, looking at how things has been for me on the market ever since I got myself introduced or exposed to the market since the year 2020, and November has been good. All right, so I'm expecting a very good November. All right, yeah. So before we delve into the charts, let's get into the economic news calendar and see what is up for us as far as the economic news is concerned. Next week is fully packed with news. All right, high impact news. All right, yeah. So today I wouldn't be able to. I can't read everything out to you. All right, yes, because if I do, the video is going to be very long, and I know most of you get bored when you find yourself in a very long video. I wouldn't want to do that. All right, yes, so I'll be pinpointing the major news that we'll be expecting. All right, the high impact news, I wouldn't say all of them. All right, so on Monday we have all these news for the euro. All right, yeah, so Monday, so far as the euro market is concerned, we are really going to have a very volatile market. All right, but within all these, the most important one I'll focus on is the GDP growth rate for the third quarter, so far as Germany is concerned. All right, yeah, so I'll check out the GDP growth rates, and also I'll look out for the inflation rate year over year for the month of October. All right, yeah, so among all these high impact news, my focus is going to be on the GDP. So that is just that for Monday. So on Tuesday we have the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. All right, yes, I'll look out if the Bank of Japan, will do the unexpected. All right, because as it stands now, the interest rate is minus 0.1%, and it is being expected that they still maintain it at negative 0.1%. Let's see what will happen. All right, we also have the GDP growth rate year over year for the third quarter for France. All right, yes, so take note of that. Retail sales year over year for Germany, retail sales month over month for the month of September for Germany, retail sales month over month for CHF, retail sales year over year for the month of September for CHF. We have inflation rate year over year for the month of October for France, GDP growth rate for the third quarter for Italy, GDP growth rate year over year for the third quarter for Italy, then inflation rate year over year for the month of October for Italy. We have inflation rates for all the Eurozone, or for the Eurozone rather, year over year for the month of October. We have CPI for the month of October, GDP growth rate year over year for Eurozone, all right, then GDP growth rate quarter over quarter. Then we have retail sales for Greece. We have a speech for the Eurozone, unemployment rate for NZD, employment change for NZD. We have the bank manufacturing PMI for Australia on Wednesday. We have the CHF high impact news, Greece high impact news, S&P Global CIPS manufacturing PMI for the month of October. We have the ADP employment change for USD. We have the S&P Global manufacturing PMI for CAD. We have the S&P Global manufacturing PMI for USD, ISM manufacturing PMI for USD, job openings for the month of September for USD. We have the Fed interest rate decision, all right? Yeah, so that is FOMC for you. So kindly take note of that, all right? Yeah, so USD FOMC, and it's been expected that the interest rates will maintain at 5.5%. So let's see what happens, all right? Right after that, we'll have the Fed press conference, all right? Take note, between these two, the most important thing to look out for is the press conference. The last time I said this, all right? Yeah, so don't be in a rush to hop into the trade, to jump into the trade once the interest rate is being announced. Listen to the press conference and take note of what Jerome will say, all right? Yeah, because sometimes he says things and then things turn over as soon as possible. So take note of that. On Thursday, we have the balance of trade for Australia, CHF CPI for the month of October. We have the consumer confidence for the fourth quarter for CHF. We have manufacturing PMI for Spain, unemployment rate for the month of October, manufacturing PMI for the month of October for Italy. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of October for France. We have unemployment rate for the month of October for Germany, unemployment change for the month of October for Germany. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of October for Germany. We have the we have manufacturing PMI for the month of October for the Eurozone. Then an interest rate decision for GBP. All right. Yeah. So they are also expecting to maintain the interest rate at 5.25%. Let's see what will happen. Then we have the monetary policy report for GBP. We have jobless claims 4-week average for the month of October for USD, continuing jobless claims for the month of October for USD, initial jobless claims for the month of October for USD. Then we have the bank service PMI for the month of October for Australia. We have retail sales month over month for the month of September for Australia. So that is on Friday. Then we have balance of trade for the month of September for Germany, unemployment change for the month of October for Spain, unemployment rate for the month of September for Italy, S&P Global Service PMI for the month of October for GBP. We have unemployment rate for the month of September for Eurozone. We have unemployment rate for the month of September for Greece. We have unemployment rate for the month of October for CAD, unemployment change for the month of October for CAD. We have the unemployment rate for the month of October for USD, the non-farm payroll for the month of October for USD, unemployment rate for the month of October for USD, and then the non-farm payroll private for the month of October for USD, then the S&P Global Service PMI for the month of October for USD, and the ISM Services PMI for the month of October for USD. So Friday too is marked as the NFP. All right, yeah. So take note of that. We have FOMC coming up on Wednesday. We have NFP coming up on Friday. So next week is really going to be a very volatile market. So take note of that. All right. Myself, I would be behind my chart to see what will happen. I wouldn't be actively trading because most of the high impact news coming up next week is really going to affect the market on a long-term basis. All right. Yeah. So I wouldn't be in a rush next week because next week, half of next week is the end of the month of October, and then half of next week is the beginning of the month of November. So in such period, the market, is very rough. All right. The market is very rough. So I would focus on what is happening fundamentally. I'll be reading articles to see whatever is going to happen so far as the rest of the year is concerned, so that next week is very, very critical. All right, so don't be in a rush to be in the market. Look out for trades and all that. Just be on the watch. All right, listening to what is happening. Make sure you listen to the press conference for the USD. Look out for the interest rate. All right, look out for the interest rate numbers, and then as well as the CPI and then the unemployment rate. All right, try to look out for them and analyze them. That will tell you long-term basis as to how the various currencies are going to perform. All right, yeah, so that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's look at what is happening on the chart. So for the chart, we start with the dollar index. So the dollar index on a daily time frame, as we can see, the dollar index still looks bullish for me. All right, the dollar index still looks bullish for me, but as it stands now, it is stuck within this range low and this range high. All right, but let's switch to the 4-hour for us to see things clear for ourselves. All right, yeah, so just as you can see, price is stuck between this range low right here, all right, this range low and then this range high. Okay, and looking at the news we have for next week, we really see a very massive move so far as the dollar index is concerned. All right, yeah, so I would wait for what will happen so far as the FOMC is concerned and the NFP. All right, that will really tell us as to what price is going to do. All right, but on a shorter term basis, I will expect to see the dollar index push to the upside. All right, to this high right here. All right, as it stands, the XY still looks bullish on the higher time frame, so I'm expecting it to push up to this high right here. But on a longer term basis, I would wait for the FOMC as well as the NFP for us to see where the market is going to move to. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my decision so far as the dollar index is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, it looks bearish. All right, GBPUSD looks bearish to me. All right, because we had price moving to the upside, but it failed to take out this high, and we saw price moving to the downside. Price has taken out to this swing low right here. So going into next week, I'll expect to see price continue to push to the downside to take out this low right here. All right, let's push to before our time frame and see what is happening. Yeah, so I want to see this swing low being taken out. All right, yeah, so this swing low right here, I want to see price push up a little bit. I don't want to see this swing high attacked. I want to see price push up a little bit and then take out this swing low. All right, then push up, then see a continuation to the downside. So going into next week, I'll expect to see a bearish move so far as GBPUSD is concerned. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation for this very particular market. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. So for some time now on AUDUSD, I'm not I haven't really been interested this is more or less like a consolidation to me. All right, yes, because we see price move down, up, back, price having a back and forth and all that. Even though price has been a little bit bearish, but the trend hasn't been so clear at the moment. All right, the trend hasn't been so clear. But if you look critically, price seems bearish. All right, if you look critically, price seems bearish. But I will need an impulse move. All right, a very heavy impulse move to the downside before I take any decision. All right, yeah, so I want to see this swing low taken out. All right, once price takes out this swing low, then definitely I would be looking for price pushing to the downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as the dollar index, AUDUSD is concerned. All right, that is going to be my expectation as far as AUDUSD is concerned. But looking at this high right here too is going to be, I'll watch this high too. All right, if price takes out this high, then definitely we see price push to the upside. All right, because next week's new high impact news is very, very important to me. All the high impact news is because it's really going to affect the market on a longer term basis. We have FOMC, we have NFP coming up, so just don't be in a rush to take decisions so far as trades are concerned. All right, yes, so that is going to be how I'll approach this market so far as next week is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on USDCAD. Yeah, so for USDCAD, I think for some time now we've seen USDCAD giving us some clear price actions at the moment. All right, yes, we've seen price taking out this high, and once a swing high has been taken, what do we wait for? We wait for what? For a formation of a higher swing low. So as it stands now, I want to see price make out for the formation of a higher swing low before we see a push to the upside. USDCAD is in a bullish environment, and so I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. All right, I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. Let's see. Yes, so that is going to be that. My next draw on liquidity for USDCAD will be this high right here. All right, but before I take any decision, I want to see a formation of a higher swing low, then we see a push to the upside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as USDCAD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY too, for some time now, price has been in a consolidation. All right, the whole month of October has been a consolidation period for GBPJPY. All right, after our first trade, I haven't really been interested, or I haven't really gotten any positive results so far as taking trade on GBPJPY is concerned. All right, yes, on the first week of October, this is a trade we took on the first week of October that gave us 253 pips, but right after that we've seen price really in a mess. All right, price has really been a mess at the moment, and so going into next week, I'm very optimistic that we might see a very impulse move either to the upside or to the downside for us to be able to tell where GBPJPY will move to on a longer term basis. So I'll be folding my arms next week to see how price is going to react. All right, with respect to the Bank of Japan interest rate decision, the GBP interest rate decision. All right, yeah, so that is going to be a very interesting moment for me. I'll just be patient to see what will happen, because this market, there's nothing to trade within this market. All right, I'm a long-term trader, so this market, I wouldn't be interested in. Maybe for scalpers, they can go on a lower time frame to find some short-term trades, but for me, I will expect a long-term move. All right, I'll be looking out for a long-term move, and so I'll wait for an impulse move either to the upside or to the downside. Then I'll see what will happen. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my decision as far as this market is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on EURJPY. Yeah, so for EURJPY, we've seen price push to the upside to take out this high right here. All right, then right after price taking out this high, we saw a move to the downside. All right, but at the moment price is stuck within this range low and this range high. All right, yes, so next week we have a lot of euro high impact news. All right, so I'm expecting that the news will give us clarity. All right, price will use the news to give us clarity, and I'll look out for this low right here. All right, this low here and this high here. If price takes out this low, then definitely my next draw on liquidity is going to be this low right here. But if it turns out that price takes out this high, then definitely we see price pushing to the upside on a longer term basis. So for EURJPY too, I'll be very quiet on this market until I see clarity. All right, I'll be very quiet on this market until I see clarity. So this is the first trade, or this is the trade we took in the first month of October. All right, we had 239 pips on this very market. So for EURJPY too, I'm quiet at the moment. I want to see what will happen so far as all the high impact news are concerned, so far as next week is concerned. So kindly take note of that. All right, just as I told you, next week I wouldn't really be active on the market because of the high impact news we are seeing. All right, I wouldn't be active on the market because I'm a long-term trader. The high impact news are really going to be of an influence on a longer term basis, and so I would want to see how things are going to pan out. Right, yeah, so take note of that. So that is just that for EURJPY. Let's go what is happening on gold. So for gold, we've seen a very clear direction of the market. Gold is really pushing to the upside. Gold is pushing to the upside, and I'm looking out for gold taking out this all-time high right here. All right, I'm looking out for gold taking out this all-time high right here. But gold has taken out what, this swing high. So if we are to continue to push to the upside, what do we expect? We expect to see price giving us a higher swing low formation. Then we see a push to the upside. So going into next week, I want to see gold give us a higher swing low formation. Then we see a push to the upside, taking out the all-time high. So that is going to be my expectations so far as gold is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on NASDAQ. So for NASDAQ, we've seen NASDAQ pushing to the downside. Yes, we've seen NASDAQ pushing to the downside. So I'm expecting to see price continuing the downside movement on NASDAQ. All right. Yes, I'll expect to see price continue to push to the downside. I missed out on this move. All right, because of my busyness last week. All right, yes, I missed out on this move, but hey, it's nothing. All right, it doesn't really worry me a lot because so far as the month of October is concerned, we took out a very good trade. We had a very good trade on NASDAQ some time back. All right, yes, we had a good trade on NASDAQ some time back so far as this month is concerned. So I'm expecting to see price push to the upside to form a lower swing high, then we see a continuation to the downside. All right, yeah, so I'm still bearish so far as NASDAQ is concerned. All right, I'm still bearish so far as NASDAQ is concerned. So that is just that for this market. Yeah, so that is my expectation so far as going into next week is concerned. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're not part of my Telegram community, check the description box below. The link is there. Click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. My VIP channel is still open. All right, yes, next month, trust me, next month is really going to be very good on the VIP channel. All right, yes, I mean those in the VIP channel know how we do it there. All right, yeah, so if you're not part of the VIP channel, just as I always say, you're missing a lot. All right, yeah, so my Telegram ID is also in the description box below. Click on it and get in touch with me on Telegram and let me add you up into my VIP channel and let's smash the market together. All right, yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market analysis. I'll come your way again another time. I'll look through if I'll be able to bring you an update. All right, a daily market update. I'm looking at how things are going to go. All right, I'm looking at how things are going to. If the opportunity comes, I'll definitely bring you a daily market update. All right, but I can't really promise you that. So, but let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah. So that is just that for the weekly market analysis. I'll come your way again at another time. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace.